Hey there, welcome to day 1761 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. A little bit of both these days since the pandemic. I won't call it a pandemic. We've been watching a series called Propaganda Exposed, and it always gets me thinking about what am I watching? What am I paying attention to? What am I listening to? What am I reading? And what is the meaning and the overriding message behind it? It's important sometimes that I step back and look at the big picture. What's the big picture here? What's really going on? Because most of us don't do that. We're so busy and inundated with information in our everyday lives, me included, that we just take things for granted. We take things that we hear and that we see and that we experience just at face value, and we don't ever dig deeper and ask the question, what's really going on here? Well, today's topics for Supersize Your Business, for female entrepreneurs and for business owners, was to pull one's own weight, to make sure you are putting value in, giving value, participating, to the best of your ability. When you stand up and say, yes, I'm going to be a part of this group, I'm going to be involved in this organization, I'm going to be in this family or in this relationship, are you pulling your own weight? And it comes from rowing, the sport of rowing, where everybody on the team, no matter what role they play, is expected to pull their own weight. It's been around since the late 1800s. Don't even think I said that on Supersize Your Business. Let's start to talk, and I get a little rambly, and I forget to share all the details of what I've learned and studied and have looked into when I'm talking about a topic online. That is me showing you and telling you exactly who I am. Our topic for today, for the annual challenge, we're doing No Nonsense November. Today is the 19th No Nonsense November. The biggest lessons learned, and maybe not the biggest, but the ones that popped to my mind as I was brainstorming a list of what to talk about in November for our annual challenge. And our annual challenge is to do one thing every day that improves us and moves us to becoming a better version of ourselves. And the purpose of the challenge is to give ourselves tools and practice using different tools throughout the challenge so that we can, I'm watching a squirrel run across the top of the fence. Sorry, distracted squirrel. That's who I am too, right? So that we can use those tools to become whatever it is we want to become, so we can be an ever-improving version of ourselves. And I really think that's what we're all here for. I used to struggle and wonder, what the heck am I here for? What's my passion? What's my purpose? And I realized my purpose, just like everyone else's, is to live this life and be the best version of me possible and have the best experiences I can possibly have while I'm here on this planet during this lifetime. So I've kind of cut myself some slack on, what am I here for? What's my purpose? What does it all mean? And said, I'm here to experience this life just like everyone else is. So I get to experience my way. You get to experience it your way. So our topic today for the annual challenge are one of the biggest, and I guess probably one of the hardest lessons I've learned and had to learn is, and I think Maya Angelou, and I didn't share this either, I forgot, wasn't looking at my notes, says, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. We save ourselves a lot of heartache and a lot of problems when we believe people when they tell us about themselves, when they show us through their behavior who they are. We need to buck up and pay attention. My most painful example of this is my marriage. I was married to a man who showed me when we were dating exactly who he was, and I wanted to believe that our core values matched so well that we would be married forever. And lo and behold, I had blinders on. My family could see that I was making a mistake, and my intuition was screaming that I was making a mistake, yet I chose to move forward with that. And yeah, after 25 years, we ended up getting divorced because I had blinders on. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to pay attention to what was right in front of my face all along. And that was that we didn't have a few core values that matched, that were truly core and important to me. And when you're in a relationship like that, it is a little bit destined to fail. Unless one or the other of you choose to change your core values. Guess what? I'm stubborn. I wasn't changing my core values. The things that I believe in wholeheartedly. And it takes a lot for me to understand and realize, just like most humans, that something I believe in is a false belief and it's not even true, much less true for me. So when people show us who they are, pay attention, listen up. When they tell us who they are, pay attention, listen up, and let it be okay for them to just be who they are. And we get to choose and let it be okay to be who we are and decide who we do and do not want to have in our lives. We need to do that all the time. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's painful, especially when it's people that are really, really close to us and that we love and care about. There's people that I love and care about that I choose not to spend very much time with, right? Because, yep, I love them, I care about them, I wish them only the best, but I know that for me, they cause me harm and damage, and they're toxic. They're either their thoughts, their beliefs, their core values don't match, and I need to limit my time around those people. Just like they probably need to limit their time around me because the things I believe in aren't a match for them, right? Now, nothing is better or worse than the other. It's just different, and we all get to choose what different we want to be. So I love this idiom. I wish I'd seen Maya Angelou's quote, 40 years, 50 years ago. It would have saved me a lot of pain and heartache, but I needed to learn those lessons. I need to see that I don't always see, and I don't see very well these days anyway, what's right in front of my face. I don't always believe people at face value, but we need to believe them at face value. If they're telling you they aren't interested in your product or service, next, who cares? I will never beg someone to be involved in one of my businesses or do business with me or partner up with me on anything. I don't want to be involved with anybody that doesn't want to be associated with me. And you shouldn't either. You should only be working with people and involved with and in relationships with people that are for you, that are your biggest fans, that love and adore you, right? All right. So that's my rambling for today. I am in Texas for a while. I'd like to say I knew how long I was staying, but I haven't decided yet. It's snowing up at home. I think it was 19 degrees. I didn't look this morning when I woke up. Usually it pops on my phone what the temperature is, but it was 19 degrees yesterday, and my son-in-law flew in the night before in snowing and drizzling and, icy conditions, and my sister flew home yesterday, so we were all down here for a family wedding, and I'm going to stay for a while. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Pay attention to what people are telling you and showing you. And just, you don't say anything to them. You just listen and observe. And I shared 9 ways to read people in Supersize Your Business, because I think it's important, especially in business, that we are reading people correctly and meeting them where they are. And if they seem like they might want our product or service someday, we'll follow up with them. But if they don't, bye, next. There are billions of people on the planet that you can help and serve. We don't need to convince or connive or manipulate anybody. All right, have a great day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.